Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Down the Track. I have with me Mustafa Ismail, the host, the owner, and the big fan of SRH, which yet have to open their points table. But today we'll be talking about CSK versus Rajasthan Royals. Mustafa, your feedback about today's game.
Man, what a performance by Chennai. I felt that they were power score because I thought the wicket was really good to bat on. And generally, when Chennai do bat like that, it means the wicket is good because they do struggle sometimes with their batting. But, I think playing 10, 11 batsmen, it's really helped their case. They lost wickets throughout the innings, but everyone chipped in. The best thing is no one wasted any deliveries. I think even Dhoni took his time, but he also hit two boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone, if you look at Faf strike rate, 194, Ambati Rayudu 158, 216 Sam Curran. So nobody wasted their time. It was really good batting, and I think Faf du Plessis set the tone. He's shown that he is a class batsman. He still has it in him. Some beautiful shots. The straight down the ground, he hit one shot like he just touched it. It went for six. Wonderful batting, man, and he set the tone. I felt that he should have batted on. I felt it was a 200 plus wicket, but in the end, it looked like they got their plans right. And the good thing is they didn't waste any deliveries. They lost a lot of wickets, which is dot balls. That's like 9 dot balls right there. But they didn't waste any deliveries. I think the only downside would be Gaikwad, his performance. But apart from that, they were brilliant with the bat and with the ball. Your captain Moeen Ali, man, golden arm, wonderful spell, brilliant.
What a spell by him. Yeah, as we see, they have 11 batsmen batting down till Deepak Chahar. And you see Bravo's strike rate. Bravo's strike rate was the maximum. It was 250. So he scoring 20 runs of 8 balls was something crazy. Coming to Rajasthan Royals, where do you think they lost their way after Josh Butler was playing so well?
I think they lost their way is Sanju Samson. We see so much of him in the first game in every season. He does so well, and and in difficult circumstances. But here, I think that when somebody else was doing so well, his job was to rotate the strike. He didn't need to play that shot. I think it was a very poor shot. The batting relies on them, right? If it's if you have a Mumbai kind of attack batting lineup, it's fine. But the batting relies on him. I know that he's showing intent. But that's not the way. I think he needs to rotate the strike. He needs to take responsibility. And then after that, it exposed the other batsmen early on. I felt if him and Butler did build up a partnership, they would have done much better and got closer to the target because Butler was batting magnificently. Of course, that delivery from Jadeja changed the game for sure. I think apart from that, it has to be Samson. I felt that he needed to bat on in this game.
Yeah, we all heard on the stump mic after Butler hit Jadeja for a 6. New ball comes in and Dhoni tells Jadeja the ball is not wet, it will turn. What captaincy by Dhoni.
Wow, yeah. Unbelievable. Did you see also did you see how he got Vohra out? He changed the field placement just before the delivery. Yeah, he put Jadeja at square leg and the ball went right there. So it's not luck anymore. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. He reads the game. There's no one better than him to read the game. I think still with the bat he's very rusty. A lot of people saying but he's in the team for his captaincy and wicket keeping, and he did just that. You can't expect him to do everything. He can bat at that level that he used to Dhoni, but his captaincy is still there. No rustiness over there, man. Just brilliant moves. Like you said, what he told Jadeja, also the field placement today was impeccable. Exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Even
Moeen Ali's over. If you see, he got Morris and Riyan Parag, same position, same place. Not even a movement by Jadeja, straight in his hands. Like what replacement by Mr. Dhoni.
Yeah, unbelievable. He knows exactly where the ball is going and goes right there where he wants it to go. Abu Bakr is just asking, why does Dubey bat at 4? He is more of a finisher. I agree with that, but I think the reason why he bats as 4 is to separate the likes of Miller, Butler, and Samson. He doesn't want all of them together. If they come one after the other, I think then, it's a high risk kind of thing. If they all get out, I think they want someone like a Miller and Morris to finish it off. I think they have too many finishers in this team. We talk about Sunrisers and Punjab lacking a couple of finishers here and there, especially Sunrisers. But I think Rajasthan have too many and they don't have a middle order. And the reason why Miller is batting at 5, I think, is just to separate him with, so they have an extra cushion.
True that. Did you think that Miller should have gone for the review? Because it looked like the impact was outside the off stump.
Man, with his wicket, if they had the review, right? He should have taken it because it's his wicket. I think he could have been the match changer at that time. He did that in the last game, so he changed the game. I think Miller should have taken the review 100%.
Yeah. So Abu Bakr is also saying yes, but Dubey faced 20 balls. Miller could have done better with those. But Abu, as we saw that he already faced, if we see Miller face 5 balls and 2 runs, but he was struggling against the spin. So
Hmm.
maybe yes, but as Musi said, that they had to have that gap between the batsmen so that Miller can come and play his finishing role rather than take those singles and doubles.
Yeah, his
But
point is
we
correct, but
know,
it worked for them in the last game. Keeping Miller at the towards the last 10 overs, it worked for them. So I think they just wanted to follow a winning kind of routine, and that's why they did that. In hindsight, yes, you can say that Miller should face more balls, but I think they have a certain strategy, and they just went with that. And today it didn't pay off. But Shubham Dev needs to improve, man. He's played for India, right? So he needs to
yes.
improve. He has to step up. Him, the likes of Vijay Shankar, these guys have played for India, so they need to use their experience. And it's not even about hitting; you just need to rotate the strike. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And if he really wants to come back into the Indian team, he'll need to really step up.
I feel they can switch Riyan Parag with Shivam Dubey over there. Because I have a feeling that Riyan Parag plays more positive cricket than Shivam Dubey,
Hmm.
though he's
Yeah.
still struggling because it was spinning. Tell me something. What happened to the pitch all of a sudden? The ball was spinning, the ball was turning, and it wasn't in the first innings. And then in the second innings, there was no dew after the new ball came in. So what actually happened there?
Yeah, I was surprised. There was talk that there is dew at halftime, but I think also these pitches are slowly wearing down. You're playing in Mumbai consecutively every alternate day, and they keep playing on similar pitches. Like, how many pitches are they using? Probably 4 or 5 max. I don't think they're going to use more than that. So I think a lot of wear and tear in the pitch, and that's what's causing the ball to be conducive to turn. And I think today there was a less dew. But at the same time, I think the pitches are wearing down a bit, and you could clearly see that today. Sorry, Punter. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No worries. So yeah, I was just saying that I think the pitches are wearing slowly. Today there was a bit less dew, but there was still a hint of dew there. I just think that pitches are tiring out, and that's the reason you saw yesterday was a really good wicket to bat on. But I think it's very difficult to keep producing those wickets every time because you're playing every alternate day in Mumbai. So that's why.
Perfect. So, what do you think about Rajasthan's team going forward from here? What do you think? What changes they should make, or they should stick with the same team?
I think their bowling has been decent. Ideally, they wanted Unatkar to do better. I think Sakaria has been really good. Mustafizur as well. They need to tighten up as well. In areas when they get with the new ball as well. I think sometimes they leak too many runs. But I think it's their batting order, like we mentioned. Maybe try Parag at number 4, Miller at 5. And yes, exactly what I was just going to say. Abu Bakr mentioned it. They need a better spin bowling option. That's
True.
exactly what they need. So many times their spinners have not picked up wickets in middle overs. Today, Tewatia picked up just 1 wicket. Parag 0 wickets. I don't know why they're not trying Markande. He's played for Mumbai, right? He's played for Mumbai, so he's
a very good bowler.
And he picked up the wicket of Virat Kohli in his first game, I think. So he needs to be tried, and it's a big problem. I think that's their main weakness because their fast bowlers are doing a good job in patches. Especially the death has improved a lot. It's not getting hit like last season. But at the same time, they have to improve. You need to take wickets. What happened today? Chennai won the game with their spinners. If you had one good spinner picking up 2-3 wickets, you would be chasing 150 instead of 180. And this was more like the Delhi Rajasthan kind of pitch. This wasn't the yesterday's pitch, Delhi Punjab one. So I think the spinners had their part to play today, and unfortunately they don't have the quality. Tewatia is like an all-rounder who can bowl, and he's not effective enough. Parag as well. I think they need to play Markande.
Yes, for sure. Yes, they dropped off Shreyas Gopal, so I think they should definitely try Markande because Gopal wasn't in form.
Yeah.
Coming to Chennai, what do you think about Chennai's team from now? They are getting stronger day by day.
Yeah, man, Dhoni is working his magic right now. You can tell that he already started planning from the last 3 games of last season. You could tell that now it's coming into play. He just makes fine adjustments, and it pays off. Moeen Ali, one signing, and he's changed it. This man played for RCB also. I'm not taking anything away from RCB because Max was playing there as well. He's playing really well. But I'm just saying, this man has played in other places, but Dhoni always gets the most out of his players, and especially these kind of players. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big star like a Warner or like a Maxwell or something like that, or AP de Villiers.
Yeah.
He just needs a bit of bowling, a bit of batting. He'll make him into a match winner, and that's exactly what he's done. I think Moeen Ali himself has transformed the team. But apart from that, I think because they're playing more batsmen, it's given the likes of Faf a bit more freedom. It's given Raidu as well freedom. Today he played with much more freedom. He didn't look like I have to stay there till the end. He got out. I wish he batted more, but at the same time he hit 3 sixes and he did his job. According to what was needed. And they're being allowed to play aggressive cricket because of the way they're playing. And the biggest advantage is they have like 7 all-rounders, man. I don't know how many, but like the Bravo, Sam Curran, Shardul Thakur, Jadeja, Moeen Ali, that's 6 that I've mentioned. Half the bowling lineup is all-rounders. The only bowler is
Deepak can bat and bowl.
He can bat, yeah, but he's the one bowler. Otherwise, they're all-rounders from Curran, Thakur, Jadeja, Bravo, and Ali. So I think that's the main thing. And on also their main challenge, I think, will be on flat wickets. If they go to Bangalore, if they go to Ahmedabad, if they go to Kolkata, maybe they'll get challenged. But even there, these kind of bowlers might not be too easy to hit because they have variations. But I think that's where they will be challenged. In these kind of wickets, when there's in Mumbai, if it's a flatter wicket, they lost their first game. But when it's a bit slower in their last 2 games, they make full use of it.
Perfect. Abu Bakr is also mentioning that should they try Uttappa or Jagdishan for Gaikwad?
Yeah, I think they should. I think Gaikwad 1 more game. 5 games is for me the thing. If you don't perform in 5 games, because he did perform for you last season, right? So I think they give him 1 more game. But he's even if they don't give him that game, I'm not too worried. But I would bring in Uttappa. I think Uttappa is experienced. And it's better to bring him in now while you're winning than when you're losing and there's a lot of pressure on him, right? Right now, they can try it out. Even if it doesn't work out, they can go back to Gaikwad, right? Because Gaikwad, maybe towards the end of the season, he'll go. He just needs a break mentally. He'll probably freshen up and then come back towards the end of the season. But I think it's a good time to try Robin Uttappa. He's tried and tested. He's not at his peak right now, but I think if Faf can play the way he played today, then Uttappa can just anchor.
Absolutely. Agreed with that. Also, we heard the commentators telling about CSK, they're missing a fast bowler. Like they are missing someone like Lungi or I think they have... No, Hazelwood's not there.
Hazelwood's not there.
Who's the Australian?
Behrendorff is coming in. Behrendorff is coming, yeah.
So he's also done quarantining. So what do you think about having them instead of maybe a Bravo?
Depends on the pitch. Depends on the pitch. Of course, you need a fast bowler, but Behrendorff is not as fast. He's not like a Bolt, I don't think. I think with the new ball, he's effective. He swings the ball. But at the depth, Bravo is your specialist. So I think it depends on the pitch. But yes, they will have to play. If you're playing on a flatter wicket, you need one like proper fast bowler. And they probably go Ngidi or Behrendorff for sure. It'll give them that option. Yeah, but Ngidi as well. I think they should probably go for him. He has a bit of pace. And I think they can go with that. And also, I think Shardul Thakur, he's improved today. I like the way he didn't really get hit. He picked up a wicket. So Deepak Chahar will do their job. But at times when it's flatter, you need that extra pace. You saw Bumrah has it. In every team, Jameson also, like every team, there's a faster bowler. So I think they'll probably need to work on that. But for now, if it is these kind of pitches, Chennai are the masters at it. And to be honest, it wasn't a typical Chennai wicket. It was actually a good surface to bat on. And I think they made the most of it. Yeah.
Abu Bakr also says he's on the top of the fantasy league. Abu Bakr, I'm not far behind from you.
Yeah, you two are having really good contests.
Yes. Just an 8-point difference between me and him.
Both of you had different captaincy picks, but good captaincy picks. You had Moeen Ali, he had Butler, and it's good that you guys were different to other guys. So, some people just went, with the tried and trusted, like Sanju Samson. I don't think that will work all the time. Sanju Samson, to be honest, captain him in your first game. Then after that, you have to wait and see. I think that was smart from both of you guys. He's asking also, is Jadeja the best fielder ever? For me, it's John T. Rhodes, but he's very close. I think Jadeja he's a gun fielder. And to be honest, he's really improved his fielding. In the start, I saw him drop a few catches. I can remember one in the T20 World Cup in 2009 in West Indies. He dropped a sitter. So, but he's improved his fielding a lot. He's not he really worked on it. It just looks like he's a natural fielder. He is, but he's also worked on it 100%.
Yeah. Abu Bakr, was Jadeja making the call to you when he caught the last catch?
Yeah, that was a nice
big game tomorrow, which is Mumbai versus Delhi.
For me, it's going to be the best game for down the track because I'm going to get 2 guests tomorrow, and I think it's going to be very violent. And in terms of verbal, no physical, but there's going to be a lot of verbal battle. It's going to be a huge verbal battle. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm just going to say one thing. For me, Mumbai are favorites not because they're Mumbai. I think the way they're playing in Chennai, it's a big advantage. And I think against Delhi, I favor them in this particular match. If this game was in Mumbai, even though it's their home ground, I think it would be more even contest. But in Chennai, I think Mumbai are accustomed to the pitch. You saw in the last game, they weren't going for every ball they just blocking it single double. They knew that 150 was enough. They knew that back of their mind. They weren't. Whereas Delhi will have to change their approach. And a lot of people will say Dhawan's in amazing form, but I would like to see how he approaches this game. It's going to be different. The ball's not going to come onto the bat. He's a class player. I'm sure he'll adjust. He plays spin well as well, but it's not going to be that easy. I hope I'm proven wrong. I'd like to see a contest, but I just feel it going into this game, Mumbai do have an advantage. But in IPL, you never know, man. Anything can happen.
What do you think about getting Amit Mishra in for the Chennai pitch? Because I think Ashwin is not bowling that well, but Ashwin playing in Chennai would definitely work for him because he knows the pitch in and out. So
I think they should try. I think, but the problem is, I think this is what they should do. They should play Mishra and Ashwin, and then unpopular opinion, you have to drop either Steve Smith I think you drop Steve Smith, you bring in Rahane, or you have to drop Vokes. And then you play what do you call it? Nokia. And I think you need Nokia, and I think Mishra and Ashwin both have to play. That's what I mean. I don't think
who would Mishra play for?
Who was the guy who played? It wasn't that
Lalit.
guy, man.
Lalit.
Yeah, Lalit. He played in the last game.
Yeah, he was the one who finished the game for them.
So instead of him, I would play Mishra, and then you need an extra batsman. Then you need an extra batsman. So exactly. I would play Rahane. Then you play Rahane and Smith, and you have to drop Vokes for Nokia. That's a very unpopular call, but that's what you have.
But then you still can't play Mishra.
Where was it? Nokia, Smith.
Yeah.
Then you don't have Nokia will be.
And I feel they are missing out on a second spinner, especially on Chennai pitches. They
don't have anybody else, huh?
No, I think they have in the bottom. They have Vokes, they have Rabada, Ashwin. They had they can drop the new bowler who bowled his first.
That guy. There you go. I couldn't find his name.
Mishra.
So you get him, Mishra instead of him. So you play the extra spinner, and then you get in either Nokia. I think Nokia should play, but he's going to be rusty as well, right? So Vokes is in fine touch right now. Nokia, you probably want to get him in a different kind of game, maybe not against Mumbai. Akshar Patel, Abu Bakr is asking, I think he still has COVID, man. He's there. Or I don't know if he's done his quarantine. Otherwise, he walks into the team on this pitch. Akshar Patel will be deadly on this pitch, man. Absolutely. Even with the white ball, he'll be deadly. If then there's no problem. You don't have to worry about Mishra. If Akshar Patel's there, then you have that extra bat as well. I still think they're waiting on him. I'm not 100% sure. I'll check on that, but I think he's not ready, fully fit. But for Mumbai, let me ask you. Right now, I don't think you need to make any changes. Just approach and batting. Do you think again Rohit will go hard at the top, Quinton to anchor, and then you just play as it goes, like aim for 150, 160?
Absolutely. I think Quinton will definitely take time to settle in, especially in Chennai. He can't play his natural innings in Chennai. He has to take that extra time. But if he gets in form, it'll be really good for Mumbai. But definitely, as you said, the toss will be important again. Whoever wins the toss will have to bat first. You never know. Between RCB and KKR, the curator said that they had changed the pitch. They had worked on the pitch, and it's a high-scoring pitch. So if they get the same pitch, then it might be a different game. Then it would be a very balanced game between Mumbai and Delhi.
Yeah, if the pitch is good. But I also have, I think the pitch was better because KKR also made 160, but I also have doubts it was a 200 pitch. I think AB made it look like that. But it was a much better pitch. So if it's like that, then I think Delhi get into the game. And also, I think if it's for me, it's the batsmen, how Delhi perform. With the bowlers, I think they have enough. Ashwin, like you said, he's used to playing in Chennai, but also the likes of Rabada, I think he will be lethal on this pitch. He'll be as good as Bumrah. I might be wrong, but I feel that he has the slower deliveries as well, and he can bowl the quicker back of the length. His
Absolutely.
variation will be keys.
Yeah.
It's just who supports him, Wokes or Nokia. Can they be the bolt of this team? I think they do have good options in bowling. For me, is their batting. How do they approach it? How does Rishabh Pant play? How does Shikhar Dhawan play? And for me, the key is Smith and Rahane. Smith, yeah, of course, Shaw, but I think Smith and Rahane. In this pitch, you need one of them to click. Whoever plays, one of them has to click.
Yeah, they
Abu Bakr is
actually.
asking. Abu Bakr is asking, what is Mumbai's weakness?
Mumbai's weakness. Currently, they don't have any weakness, but I feel the low order batsmen still have to work on their best in Chennai. So we saw last time Pollard getting those 2 sixes, but he was still struggling. So he still needs to get back in form. And even Hardik Pandya, we see him struggling. Even Krunal Pandya can't clear those boundaries easily. So those three is currently the weakness for me in Mumbai. But I'm sure they are players who can just bounce back very quickly.
Yeah, I have to admit the weakness that I thought is he's clearly proving me wrong. Rahul Chahar, he's bowling unbelievable. Even Krunal Pandya with the ball, both of them, I thought that was going to be the weakness. I think, of course, they're getting assistance, but even with that assistance, they're bowling really well. The thing with Rahul Chahar is that even if he gets hit for a six, his temperament is so good, he flights it again. So he's really matured as a bowler. I think that Indian cap has really helped him as well, made him more relaxed as a bowler and more confident for sure. So I think
Do you think you're missing that in Chahal? Chahal is being hit for a six and he doesn't toss the ball up anymore.
Yeah, with Chahal is, to be honest, he's not in form right now. He picked up 2 wickets against KKR, but I think that's the problem. He's bowling a bit quicker. He's trying too many things, I feel. It's because, when you're an older bowler, you get read more easily. So you try to do different things. Whereas Chahar, yes, he's played for India recently, but people are still getting used to him, I think he'll also come to a point where he's going to get hit maybe later on his career. Every leg spinner does, but it's about the variations. And I think Chahar is maybe bowling more defensively. He has to be more aggressive. He's got hit a bit and that's playing at the back of his mind, but I'm sure he'll come back. And you're right. I think he'll need to flight it a bit more, especially on these
after marriage effects, huh?
Yeah, probably, man. It could be honeymoon. Yeah, it could be. But it's also, I think that people are reading him more. But with leg spinners, it's still difficult. I think they can still pick up wickets, and that's what he needs to focus on, picking up wickets. It doesn't matter how much you get hit. Of course, you don't want to get too much, but that's the main thing is wickets. The main thing is wickets. But yeah, so
man. Who's your pick for tomorrow's game? Who's going to win?
Mumbai, man. Mumbai. If they don't win, then we're going to all hear it on this podcast. I actually don't mind, if Delhi win, because I'm tired of Mumbai winning every single game. I'm being honest with you, but I just feel it's just the team. I've seen them play very closely in the last game, particularly they're playing against Sunrisers, and it's just not how we play. I think Mumbai in particular have assessed these conditions perfectly. Their approach in batting was also very smart. They went against their natural game. Not Rohit Sharma, but the middle order, they went against the natural game. Ishan Kishan striker was 50. Pollard was but what were they doing? They're conserving their wickets so they can hit a few sixes in the end. So the way they've changed their plan according to the pitch, I really like that, and I think that's the advantage they'll have going into this game. Delhi have match winners. You expect them to adjust quickly, but of course it'll be more difficult than compared to Mumbai.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add up?
No, I think we're good. Just lastly, who's going to be the player to watch out for you from each team?
For tomorrow, again, I always go with Sky.
Yeah, he's
my man.
Even when he fails, he hits a beautiful shot and then he gets out. So he's
absolutely. Yeah. He is in unbelievable zone.
Yeah.
And in Delhi, I think if Mishra is playing, he'll be the key bowler for me.
Mishra.
And Ashwin is there because Ashwin knows his home ground very well.
Yeah.
But I feel Mishra would be the key for me.
Mishra. All right. Yeah, I think if he does get a chance, him and Chahar both will have a nice competition there. But I think that wraps it up, man. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun, and I'll catch you after the game. Either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Take care. Thank you so much.
See ya.
See ya.